Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back Medford Police Chief Randy Sparacino. Chief, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Excellent. Doing very well. Thank you.
Good.
So 6 months on the job, give or take. How's it going? What have you learned so
The
far?
best time I've had at MPD. This is the 6 best months I've had in my career. It's been fantastic. The stuff I talked to you about, I guess it would have been our second interview.
A couple months ago, maybe?
A couple months ago when I talked about things I was going to implement. Those have all been implemented. The promotions that we anticipated have occurred, and I'm happy to say that the initial reports are very positive about the changes we have made to improve efficiency of our department. Everybody in the command staff is very happy with how things are going.
And obviously you're seeing things from a different perspective now as chief. What have you learned about your staff or about the department in general?
I've learned that we have some of the best people in Oregon in law enforcement. We have a fantastic organization. I can't say that being the chief is an easy job, because it's not. It's a difficult job. But when you have great employees and great management, it makes it easier. So it's been great. I've learned that to be a good chief, you really have to communicate what your vision is. Because if the entire department doesn't really know what you're trying to accomplish as a chief, as your goals for the organization, then you can flounder. And I've made it my charge to ensure that the department staff can recognize what my vision is. We do bi-weekly payday memos, and I try to give some guidance and inspiration to what my vision is and what I expect to see with our employees in the department.
And it's summer now,
It
officially, as of yesterday. So and that's something we always see. I guess it's typical for every region that crime goes up in the summer. People are just out more, is that it?
That's exactly what it is. You have longer daylight hours. People are out more, and so there's more ability, there's more opportunity. People have a tendency to leave their windows down on their cars. There's just another advantage for a criminal to take something out of a vehicle. People tend to leave their gear in their car because they're getting ready to go camping or go on a trip, and they leave items in the car. So the car clouds spike in the summertime. We've just seen a spike this year in this first quarter. Weather has been fairly decent the first quarter of this year, so that can attribute to it. There's other contributing factors, but last year we had a significant decrease in Part 1 and Part 2 crimes at 3% and 6% respectively. This year we've seen a significant increase. It's too early to really evaluate those numbers because that could be just coming back up to the norm and then a spike above that. I mean, some things could be attributed to the jail having to shut down some of those beds because recidivism rates go up when people aren't lodged, and I completely understand where the sheriff was coming from with respect to shutting those beds down. It was a sound decision on his part, but there is an impact, and an area our size needs a larger jail system. Our jail system is sized for something 40 years ago.
All right, very good. We're going to take a quick break. Not much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Medford Police Chief Randy Sparacino. So, Chief, just a little over a week ago, we had the worst mass shooting in U.S. history in that Orlando club, Pulse. What do you recommend people do when they go out in public, in whether it's a mall, a stadium, a club?
Pay attention. Situational awareness is the key to safety. If you see something, say something. We're always willing to respond to an incident, and if it ends up being nothing, I would rather be safe than sorry. So if you see a suspicious incident, you see a suspicious individual, you see a suspicious package, call the police and have us come out and investigate.
You guys today are doing some active shooter training. Yes. Is that in response or in any connection with
Actually, that's not in response. We do active shooter training annually, typically this time of year, the hottest time of year, because that's the time you want people in heavy gear sweating and working hard. But yeah, we train annually on active shooter, and we're well trained on active shooter. Our department does it every year. We've been doing it every year for probably the last decade.
Is that something that involves just SWAT, or is this kind of every patrol?
It's department wide. It's pretty much organized, and the training is put on by our SWAT team members because they are the experts in tactical incident response. But the entire department takes up the training.
I'm sure, being in law enforcement, you're aware of what's been going on lately, it seems, at local school districts. We've had, in this school year, which of course just ended, we had 4 teacher arrests in Jackson County and 1 in Josephine County. It seems like there's a lot of them lately. Is there anything we should be doing as parents or as a society to try and stop these sort of things?
It's tough. I mean, I know what we do as law enforcement when we vet our employees to ensure that we have people that have the right psychological makeup to do the job. And I'm not sure if the the teachers and the employers of teachers can do this, but we do psychological testing. And I'm not sure if that would help this out, but it's an avenue of approach that might help vet some folks that may have a propensity to commit certain acts towards our kids and keep them out of the classroom.
Certainly something that would have to be bargained between the districts and the unions themselves.
Yes.
Well, Chief, great to see you. Thanks for being here as always.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.